As much as you're going to be.
Okay, good.
You guys have had a few games go overtime already this year. How nice is it to get that finish?
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, we're very thankful to have Nider net and, getting us to those points because, sometimes it feels like it go the other way, right? Late, he's making some big saves, and, we definitely own that one, and, we probably owe Sody one too, but it's definitely nice to get a win tonight.
What lessons did you learn from overtime on Friday?
I think, there's a lot of things, not just Friday, even the one in Boston, right? I think there's times, places to change, shot selection, certain areas where you got to, possess the puck and outchange them and, make sure they can't get their change. And, there's a lot of things that go into it. We're a young team, but, we have good legs and obviously some high-end talent. So it's nice to have that. And if we could possess the puck and do the little things right, we'll be a hard team to beat in overtime.
Ryan, can you talk about the goal and what led up to it?
Yeah, no, I think there was a bunch of good battles that we won, to be honest with you. I think Connor won one, and then, Sam makes a great play on the defending and then, strips the guy from of the puck there. And, it's a great play by him. And those are the type of, battles that, good teams win all the time. And, we come down on a 2-on-1 and, I know Connor's been all over it tonight with shots and he's all over it. So, and I think for most of the time, I think most goalies think I'm shooting it. So I tried to make a pass and, he made another great save, but Connor, won another battle and stuck with it and hit me in front. And, just a nice tap in. Like I said, those are the ones you pray about every day that, you're in a crease and they go in and, thankfully it did tonight.
What have you seen from Connor these past 3 games? It seems like he's been all over it.
Yeah, he's great. He's super competitive, and I don't think that's ever been a question, right? His work ethic. But, I think there's a lot of details that he's doing well right now, and, he's continuing to learn, and, it's fun to be around, right? I think you see the team. There's we're out shooting teams. We're obviously not tonight, but there's things that we're doing right that, that the good teams do and the best players in the world do, and Connor's one of those guys. So I think that, he's buying into that, and it's not like he hasn't before, but he's really, we can really see the difference with him, and, it's fun to be around, and, that creates winning habits.
With the 11-7, your line mates are changing on a regular basis. You're out there making nice plays with Frank. How challenging is it, and how fun is it to kind of have to adapt to your line every time you're out there?
Yeah, no, there's definitely there's challenges with it, but I think at the same time, it's like we're such a young team. We've played with so many different guys, right? I've played up and down the lineup with different guys. Same with Frank, Connor. There's so many different guys that play on different lines, and if you can get chemistry with more than 2 guys, all the better for the team, right? So obviously 11-7 is something new that we're doing, and some guys aren't used to it, but I think it's fun, and obviously there's a time for it and there's a time not to do it, but that's up to the coaches. But I think at the same time there's chemistry between guys, between lines, and if certain guys are going and certain guys aren't going, that's up for the coaches to decide. But I think it gives them more options for sure.
What was the message to the team to kind of stay focused after giving up that late goal?
Yeah, I think it's tough, right? Like you get in those situations where you're up late and something happens and it goes the other way, and that can be defeating sometimes. And but how many times can you let that mentally defeat you at the end, right? I think guys were mature enough tonight to be like, what, screw this, we're gonna continue to play and compete, and we're gonna get this win. And Nider deserved it. We all deserved it, and I think would have been nice to get it done in regulation, right? And those are the lessons we'll learn. But we definitely we didn't break tonight. We bend a little bit. I don't even know if that's the right tense, but we did bend a little bit, but we didn't break tonight, and that was a good thing.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yep.